All right, once again, it's a cold one with Corey, and this week we have
me, Edie. How you doing?
Oh, look at you, so cute.
I know.
So happy to be here.
I love doing these things.
Big old ass cheeks over there. Just so happy, grinning like a
I
pig
know.
in
I'm
shit
actually
right
getting.
now.
I'm getting some airtime here. I'm so happy.
Yeah, you would have got some airtime a couple of nights ago.
It wasn't my fault. My
Oh.
cousin came into town. It was Easter, all that stuff.
Easter, what is that? The new St. Patrick's Day?
No, you know what it is? Look, I was a good girl. I gave up liquor for Lent. I was being a good Catholic girl. Mm-hmm. And I
Let me
went
tell you-
out and I had a couple of shots, too many.
Yeah, let me tell everybody what you did. I'm sorry we're late, and normally I take the blame on a lot of things, but I'm just gonna blame you, Edie.
It was my fault. I will take total blame for this one because.
You were drunk. That's why.
But
Ain't
you know
no
what?
because
In my
to it.
defense, you called me at 8:00 saying, "Can you be over there at 12:30?"
Okay, but the thing
Yes,
is,
I
you,
will.
you said
I said
yes.
I would.
No,
Yes, I
you
did.
can't do it because I'm catching up on stuff from since I've been coming back from New York and
I know.
everything. So I said, Edie, can you come over there? You're like, yes.
See, but you asked me while I was drinking, so I'm like, "Hey,
should've
I've already
told me.
had a couple of cold ones."
So Edie,
now.
yeah, exactly. She
And
told
you
me
know it doesn't take much to get me drunk.
she had 2 shots of sparkling water and your
I
ass
know.
just was gone.
It's okay.
I hate to bust you out like this, but
It's all right.
we've-
I'll take total blame for this. It's my fault.
We've all been there.
Dude, I was drunk.
Uh,
And I'd rather be safe than drive all the way to the 2 million mile away spill studio from my house.
I know, and come
Because
over
I
here
live
and,
up in the hills, and you live down here in the valley.
and try and do a recording while drunk. I mean, that would have been interesting, but
It would have been funny, actually. I was on my mark that night.
no. But the thing is, I just didn't want to vomit all over my microphone.
I wouldn't throw up all over your microphone.
Hey, look, I knew you threw up that night, but see, I'm
Whatever.
gonna tell
I
I'm gonna
did
I'm gonna tell
not.
everybody. Yeah, you did. I'm gonna tell
No, I
everybody.
did
Look,
not.
I threw up. I was.
Yeah, okay, whatever.
No, a couple of months ago when I was up in New York, I was hanging out with these British dudes, right?
Uh-huh.
And those guys know how to drink. It was a British dude and an Australian dude, and they apparently in the UK and apparently in Australia. I mean, in Australia they drink motor oil or something.
Yeah.
But
It's
apparently somebody
beer.
told me. Yeah, no, somebody said that the alcohol content
It's a lot stronger.
is stronger than it is, so they can go all night. And I didn't know that, so I'm trying to keep up. And by the end of the night, I was in the middle of the street, not at home. I didn't even make it that far. I was in the middle of the street throwing up. So Edie,
I did not throw up. I just did not feel well, and I didn't think it would be right for me to drive after having 3 shots of Jaeger.
so all you spillers and
I
spillios,
do not drink Jägermeister. It's a bad, bad, bad thing.
whatever y'all want to be called, spillers or spillios.
It's my fault.
Your dear Edie was called me up, and she, bless her heart, she was sitting up here trying to talk, and she's like, I am so sorry, Corey, that I couldn't be there, but do you know I had the most popular group on Spill? And hold
I
on for a
did
moment.
have the most popular group on
Until
Spill
you-
that
until
night.
you became a bad image for everybody. And then she's like, hold on for a moment, please. I'd like to.
Oh, you're such a liar.
No,
Do
you know
not
that. I stayed on
say
the phone
that.
to make sure you were okay.
Do not say that, Corey. That's a lie.
I ain't saying
But
no
in my
lie.
defense, I called you the next day and I was like, Corey, it's 9:00 in the morning. I'm ready to record.
I was asleep.
I know, but I was awake. So I couldn't have been that messed up if I was up at 9:00 in the morning
Girl,
saying, come on,
you
let's
know.
record.
Now, after Monday, things get crazy with me.
I know.
And it's hard for me to do editing.
I know, but I did, in my defense, I called the next morning at 9:00 in the morning, bright and early. Corey, let's record now.
Wait a minute, hold still. You got a little crust from vomit on the
Shut
front
up,
of your mouth.
whatever.
I do like my mom used to do to me, lick my thumb. And here, let me get that for you.
Yeah,
Now suck my thumb.
whatever. You can do like
okay,
that.
so everybody.
Anyway, so let's go on to it.
Yeah.
It is my fault that we did not record
Okay,
on
we
Monday
got that.
night.
We got that. It's your fault. And think about the children, Edie. I mean, we got a lot of youngsters on here. What kind of image are you putting out there for them?
You know what? I just had 3 shots.
I know 3
That's
shots.
it. I'm a lightweight. I cannot drink. I was not born to
I
drink.
know those virgin daiquiris you had
Yeah.
tore your ass up, didn't it?
Jägermeister is a bad alcohol.
kept
I'm
wondering-
just saying that. Do not do Jaeger bombs.
Shirley Temples, boy, they'll kill you.
And yeah, even if your cousin's in town from Colorado, you still do not do a Jaeger bomb with
I
him.
kept trying to think of Shirley Temple, but I kept wanting to say Mary Poppins for some reason. That's a new drink. You you stay away from those.
I know. Right?
That'll kill you.
You stay away from those. What are those shots that somebody did?
Don't worry about
Dirty
it.
Girl Scouts.
They got a
That's
shot
the
called
one-
Dirty Girl Scout?
Yeah, isn't that the one you used to do all the time? No.
I'll do a Dirty Girl Scout, but if you can find one, I never had to drink though. And we're talking about a Girl Scout who's of age, of course.
And of course, yeah, because there's so many of those.
A woman scout.
A woman scout.
I'll eat her cookies. Now,
Anyway,
let's go ahead and get into.
Let's talk about what's really important here.
Yeah. Now, as you know, we get together to talk about movies and movie-related stuff and anything else that we can think of.
Yes.
In between. This is just a bullshit session.
Yes.
And I'm bullshitting with you, Edie, right now. Now, this is how we start.
Harassing me.
This is how I'm not harassing you.
I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
I got my hand on your ass right now,
I
but I don't
know.
think you let me put it there.
I know.
Okay, so here's how we're going to start, Edie. You know what we do every week, right?
Yes.
We start out with the top 5.
Top 5.
And look at you. You felt guilty enough to print out the top 5.
I printed that out that night. Thank you.
Oh, is that what that stain is right there?
Shut up, Corey.
On this.
Okay. Jerk sometimes, but I love you anyway.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Okay.
I know you do.
So what is number 5?
I love
okay.
you too, Edie.
I know.
Okay. Okay, we start out with number. Man, you're better than Leon. Leon, when he comes in, he wants to start with number 1.
No, you have to build it up. You know, it's suspense. You
I'm
know,
trying to get him to do that.
You know, number
He's the kind of guy that
5
has
is-
sex with his pants on and then takes his pants on after. He takes his pants off after he's done. I'm done.
I'm done.
I can
okay.
take these things off now.
I'm sorry for the girl that's with him.
I know.
It's like, oh, was it in? No, I'm just joking.
No,
oh my God, I can't
I
say
haven't
that.
unzipped myself yet. Okay, so we're gonna start with number 5. Number 5 in the top 5 from last weekend, which was what 2 weeks ago because you were late coming in. No, I'm messing with you. Okay, I'm gonna stop. Number 5
Yes.
is 10,000 BC.
That's been out there for a long time, and I can't. That shows you how many bad movies there are out there.
3 weeks has been up in the top 5.
Yeah, no. And so in 3 weeks, we couldn't have come up with something better than and that. It's not a bad movie, but I'm saying nothing has moved it out of the way.
It's a bad movie, but I understand as much shit as I talked about this movie.
Mm-hmm.
I understand why it's still in the top 5 because it looks amazing. I don't care what anybody says.
That's true.
It's an amazing looking movie.
It's
just
pretty.
stupid as hell. That's all.
Yeah.
Goddamn. And there was somebody out there who tried to get smart with us. Who tried to say,
Not-
"How dare you?"
Nobody
We
would
were talking
get
about
smart with you.
Yeah, no, how dare you? Do you know who I am?
Do you know who he is? Yeah, he's great.
Now, Edie, you heard us talk about the killer ostriches in this movie,
Yes.
right? And whatever they are, there's some prehistoric bird, and somebody tried to email us saying those birds did exist, and get your facts straight because we hate for you to look stupid. And look, I know that there was some form of prehistoric bird that existed. Okay, of
course.
Did you have
Everything
guys
had
with,
to evolve from something.
But did you have guys with dreadlocks running from them, talking English? I don't think so.
No, not yet.
The fuck out of here with that. I know my history. How dare you talk to me? I used to be a paleontologist.
Yeah, right.
Me and
Yeah.
India,
That's not the only thing you were digging for, but anyway, go
I'm
ahead.
the black Indiana Jones. How dare you talk to me like that? I know what I'm doing. Shit, fuck you. All right, so number 4 is Drill Bit Taylor.
Which, by the way,
at number 4.
it debuted at number 4, which
Too
I
high.
knew it was going to be a high-grossing film. Didn't expect a lot from it, but I knew it was going to make a lot of money because of the whole Owen Wilson.
Owen Wilson? Who was that?
Owen Wilson. Owen Wilson, the guy that tried to commit
You said
suicide.
Olin Wilson.
Owen Wilson.
Sorry.
He tried to commit suicide, all that stuff, you know.
Well,
This is a big movie that he was coming out with
okay,
afterwards.
first of all, it's not a high-grossing movie. It made $10 million on opening weekend. Not a
not
a
a
stellar opening.
blockbuster, but you know, it's still
And so he tried to commit suicide. What is everybody looking for? They go,
people like him.
Well, I mean, so what? What do people? They think he's gonna like pull a gun on the screen and shoot him
No,
brains
of
out while
course
they're watching
not.
Drill
But
Bit
the Wilson
Taylor?
brothers, you know, all of them, they're all good actors. You know, Luke, and, you know, and what's the older brother's name? Michael, Daniel, something like
know.
that. I don't know.
I don't know.
They have like that little thing, kind of like the
Everybody just knows-
Baldwins.
yeah, everybody
it's
just
the
knows-
Wilsons and the Baldwins. You know,
Well, everybody just knows Luke and Owen. And I got to say, hey, Luke, boy, you let your brother kind of jump ahead of you. What you doing, man? You doing all these indie films. Your brother's out there making these blockbusters. You better jump on it.
they're both very good actors.
No, they are. They are.
I liked him. I liked him even back in Bottle Rocket or whatever, Bottle Top or.
They like to party too, boy.
Oh yeah, they were here for South by Southwest a couple of years ago, and
And this is no lie. Look, I'm not dropping names because I don't know these guys. I know. I'm not doing. I'm just saying. Around here in Austin, you see these guys everywhere. I'm not even trying to report dirt. I was at a bar with High, and High's like, "Look, Owen Wilson's behind you. You know, he's cool." And like, you look behind you, and say, "Oh, Owen Wilson, big deal. Okay." You know, I mean, he's having a good
cute,
time.
too.
I know everybody. You know why?
think
Because he got money. That's why.
no, I think he's cute. I think he's cuter than
Hell, if
Luke.
I had $1 million, you'd think I was cute
I like
too.
his little messed up nose.
Yeah, I know. See,
That's what it is. It gives him character.
I don't want to keep harping on the guy's nose because that's the easy target because it's so big.
No, it's messed up. It's been broken several times. It looks like it.
What does he do to break his nose several
I don't know.
times?
He has two brothers. What do you expect? You know, they were probably fighting in the backyard. Who knows?
But you see, if he didn't have millions of dollars and was in movies, everybody would be like, man, that guy's got a fucked up nose. But because he's a millionaire and he's famous, everybody's like, oh, wow, I love his nose now.
No, but maybe it's just me. I have a thing for guys with very unique noses.
I thought you were going to say you had a thing for broken noses.
No, for unique noses. I like a guy with just, not the run-of-the-mill nose.
You like a guy with broken noses? Okay, Edie, what if I did this to my nose?
Ow! You still don't get a chance.
Do you love me now?
Of course.
You don't have to love me. Will you just go to bed with me now?
You didn't have to do that to your nose, Corey. It was already messed up. No, I'm just joking.
You fucking...
See, mess with me, I mess back.
Bitch, you...
Hey, be nice. Anyway.
Drill your bitch
No.
and keep moving me. Okay, so...
Anyway, I was saying, but he's a good-looking guy.
Okay, all right.
Women like him. They'll go see the movie even if it's stupid because of him.
I'm sick of hearing about Owen Wilson. I don't want to hear about him no more, getting all the money and the women. I don't want to talk about him no
you're
more.
just jealous.
I am jealous. I don't want to talk about him no more. I want to talk about Shudder.
Shudder.
Yeah, shut up. I want to talk about Shudder. Shudder is at number 3.
Number 3 this week, yes. Dead people in the background.
Do you know how much it made?
How much?
It made just a little bit more than Drillbit Taylor. It was in the $10 million range. Not bad for a movie that was kind of shuffled in with no real intense advertising.
Right. It wasn't like popping up on the screen like, what was that other one, Jumper?
Yeah, exactly. Not bad.
You didn't have a dead person in the background on every Fox station. Ooh, look, she's still there. What did you do to her?
I know they didn't push this movie like they did with Jumper. You'd be watching TV and Jumper come up. They didn't have like a ghost come up in the middle of your programs. But it's not bad for a movie that we've seen 5 times already. Anyway, The Grudge and The Ring, and I'm sure there's some other movie out there.
Whatever, Sixth Sense, dead people in the background, whatever.
Well, all these movies
it wasn't
have
like that, but
all these movies they have the dead Asian girl or the ghostly Asian girl with the long black hair who's popping up out of DVD players and television sets, come out of your toaster. And and
you see her in pictures.
Well, now she's coming at your camera,
Yeah, I know.
Damn, she's gonna come out my laptop in a minute.
I know.
We better hurry up and finish this before Asian girl come out. But now when I was I just posted the review for this not too long ago because again catching up from the New York trip and all that. So and sorry about
and Easter and everything. And there's been a lot of holidays in South by everything.
No, it's a lot of stuff been happening.
I know there's a lot of stuff that's still not up yet.
But as soon as I put this up, I heard from a friend of mine actually who came to the site, and she was kind of upset with the review.
Why?
Because she was saying, now here's what you fanboys and girls are people who are big, who are so immersed into the Japanese culture. Mm-hmm. We don't get that shit over here, okay? She was saying that, well, I don't like the review too much because you don't understand. You don't like the whole thing with the Asian girl popping out of everything, but over in these Asian countries, Asian women are seen so strong in certain areas that their spirits are so strong enough to come back, and their hair symbolizes this or something like that. It was all about Japanese culture. This ain't Japan, sweetheart, all right?
Yeah, I know. I was like, there's a whole bunch of things like that with the Mexican culture and, Spanish culture and, the ghost coming up, No. But it still doesn't matter. The movie is what it was,
Well, when you bring it over here, we don't get a manual telling us the history of this ghost girl, okay?
Yeah.
I just know I've seen several dark-haired bitches coming out of things and killing people. I don't know the history of that. So don't get mad at me. Yeah.
Angry women.
Strong, angry women. If they're so strong.
Well, if you kill someone and she's pissed off enough, she's going to come back and haunt you.
See, that's not scary to me. I mean,
yeah, I bet you're going to be in bed. All of a sudden, you see some girl coming up behind you who's a ghost and going, "Woo, Corey."
I'm more afraid.
You're probably like, "Yeah, come on."
Yeah, I'll do a ghost. I welcome that. Come on, please.
You don't discriminate on any basis.
The ghost will be trying to get away from me. The ghost would be like,
back here.
Yeah, the ghost would be like, "Shit, I made a mistake."
Reverse effect.
What was I thinking? Come here, baby. Now, what I'm afraid of is that I'm not afraid of a ghost coming back and killing me. I'm afraid that the ghost will be a woman and come back and won't shut up talking. It's bad enough when a woman's alive, talking. It's like a ghost you can't get rid of.
People off again.
I know. That's what I do.
I know. It's all right. I do too. Sometimes.
People. There's nothing but love behind it.
I know.
Okay, so let's go.
He really is a nice person.
Yeah, I am. Tell people.
No, really, honestly, he is.
See,
I have a lot of respect for Corey. You do a lot of work for this site, and although you might be a little short with people and stuff like that, but it's only because you're like busy all the time.
Who am I short with?
I don't know. Some people, not me, but other people.
Listen, what did I do to you?
Oh, I heard. I've heard stories. No, I'm just joking.
How many times have I been nice to you? Said, Edie, will you please sleep with me? I mean, I've said please. I would even say thank you if you did it.
No, if I did it.
If you did it, yeah. Okay, so let's go on to number 2. We have. I'm glad you're here.
God.
Okay, number 2, we have Meet the Browns.
Meet the Browns. Tyler Perry.
Tyler Perry, boy.
Madea. I love Madea.
Tyler Perry ain't letting black people, nobody else come near his movies until they're released. And you don't need to go see his movies because they have a built-in audience. It would help us so much as critics if we got a preview.
Right.
But from a business standpoint,
he doesn't have to.
He's a brand. Tyler Perry is a brand.
Yeah, I mean, and Madea is so big. I love her. I love that character of Madea.
I love that character too.
The movies are kind of all the same, but I love the character. It doesn't matter. It's just you can put her up there doing anything, and I'll still laugh at it because I like Madea.
No, I will, and that's the key right there. He's locked onto some real key, consistent characters, and he taps into these same issues that he knows that black people will go see.
Really?
Yeah, seriously, as the sole representation of the black race here.
Right here tonight,
exactly.
Yes.
I represent all the black people in the world, even over in Africa. I can safely say that Tyler Perry speaks for the people.
All the people.
All the black people in the world.
All the black people in the world.
Even those little brown people over in Egypt that are not exactly black, but close enough. Got kinky hair and they're brown enough. He represents the black and the crispy golden brown people.
But you know what? His movies are always good. They always have a good message to them.
No, are you saying they're good or they always have a good message?
They have a good message.
And that I agree with, Edie.
And because, it's about family. It's about loving each other. It's about not putting up with crap,
I think.
And that's what all his movies are about.
Well,
and
Tyler Perry you're right about that. Tyler Perry, I think these movies are terribly written.
Yeah.
I think they're
I'm not going
to
say they're good, but written well, but they have a good message.
Yeah, no, Tyler Perry, I think he don't even write anymore. I think he has a Tyler Perry script writer 3000 at home. He just presses a button and prints out and insert Madea here.
Madea is going to do this in this movie. Ding! There's a new movie.
As I mentioned, no, that is a good message. The whole strong black woman thing and all that kind of stuff. I love that. We need those kind of images out there. Got an email I'm going to read in context to this. I got a really funny story about when I went to see this movie, but I'll tell you a little bit later. Okay. Oh man, what are we talking about?
Number 1.
Okay, we're going.
Let's go to number 1.
Number 1 is. Wait a minute, hold on. Wait a minute. There's some
Shut
spittle right here. Spittle. I need to scratch off right here.
Number 1 is Horton Hears a Who.
Yes, and
Dr. Seuss.
That's been up there for 2 weeks, boy.
I know, and it amazes me.
Ain't nobody fuck with Horton.
I saw this movie with you guys, and I never got to actually give my point of view on this one. And do you mind if I say something about it now?
Yes, I do. Don't say anything. No, go ahead.
All
of course.
right.
Go ahead.
I am so upset with these movies because Dr. Seuss is something I grew up with. And although the animation was really good on this movie.
Incredible.
They need to stop trying to make these into 2-hour movies or even hour-and-a-half movies. These are like less than 100-page books and written for kids. And when they add all this extra stuff.
Hold on. Didn't want to interrupt you there. See how polite I am?
See, you are polite.
Please, continue.
Thank you, Corey. But no, when they add all this extra crap to it, it just destroys the book and the movie for me. And now they're coming out with a Green Eggs and Ham movie. Did you hear about that?
Okay, I said that when we did the recording for the last time. It wasn't in a video review, but if you listen to the raw, uncut audio, I mentioned that they were going to do a Green Eggs and Ham movie, and I'd be goddamn if they...
They're going to screw that up so bad because I don't know how they make that into a movie. I still go by this. They need to get the Dr. Seuss books and have them as a double feature. Do 2 half-hour films and put a little one in between.
Sort of like an anthology, then.
Yeah.
No,
Just kind of like a double feature, like what they used to do.
Like the Grindhouse of Dr. Seuss.
Yeah,
Dr.
right.
Seuss house.
Double feature, Dr. Seuss. No, but
2 times the Seuss.
But you know how they used to do back, I don't know if you remember this, but when I was a kid, some of the Disney films that used to come out, like the Don Knotts ones and stuff like that.
I remember
what was that one?
Don Knotts.
I can't remember the name of the movie, and I loved it. It was the one with Don Knotts and
Man, don't nobody give a damn about Don Knotts.
It was the old stuff. This is back in the 70s.
Okay.
I know that shows my age, but it's okay. It's on the site anyway.
Yeah, you what, like 75 now?
Yeah, I'm 85 today. Anyway.
You look good.
I know. Damn, I've held up well. Anyway, but what they used to do is they used to put a cartoon, like for one of the
movies.
Yeah.
So what you're
like
saying, they used to have a feature.
Whatever. And then they would have a feature that was shorter, and they'd have the cartoon in front of it. So the same thing, they could do it with the Dr. Seuss.
Well, we don't have that kind of structure anymore. Now, one thing you said this last time. You said that they should take the Dr. Seuss movies or the books rather, and maybe they should have made one long movie. Maybe they should have taken one story here, then another story.
Kind of like 4 rooms.
Yeah, exactly. The movie could start out with a Dr. Seuss book opening. You go through all the stories, but from a business standpoint, you're saying they should not make these anymore? No. I
don't think they should make 2-hour movies out of them. They ruin them.
If I was working at Fox, you know what I said? I'd say, hey, sweetheart, I'd say, sweetheart, $86 million.
I know.
No, and tell me not to make another one.
I know. No, I just think they should combine it just to stay true to Dr. Seuss. Because that's something I grew up with.
Well,
and I loved every single book.
Well, you and Leon agree on that. I'm kind of halfway. I don't mind them making a long movie, but
what was the point of having that REO Speedwagon song in that movie?
I don't know. It's all in writing, Edie. Yeah, you can make anything happen with writing.
They could have at least picked out a better song to put at the end of it,
I'm just sitting up here thinking about how the fuck you gonna make a Green Eggs and Ham movie? The book is pretty much
100 words. Period.
My name is Sam. I do not like green eggs and ham. I mean,
I will not eat them on a bus. I will not eat them on whatever. Green eggs and ham, Sam. I am.
How you gonna make a movie out of that shit?
I know. It's just like the Cat in the Hat. They came up with that purple stuff and, making cupcakes. It's like, did you ever see him making cupcakes in the book?
I would not eat them on a bus. That's going to be a long-ass bus ride for this
They're
movie.
probably going to get Donny Osmond to come in. He's with Walt Disney now. He's going to be singing.
They'll get Miley Cyrus to be in it, and they'll have a dance number in the middle of it. It'll be like the Lord of the Rings of Dr. Seuss movies. It'll have 10 different endings, and
I'm
I'd be
so upset with that movie because I was, although I liked Horton Hears a Who, I found myself bored after a while because I was just like, what are they doing? What are they doing? They're ruining this book.
Well, I will say this. It looks like they are getting closer to being true to Dr. Seuss in the sense that at least they got the art style down very well.
Yes, that they did.
One of the things I said from the very beginning, ever since they did The Grinch, I said, just make a totally CG movie.
Yeah.
And that's what they finally did. So anyway, the hell with Horton Hears a Who. He's making money. And don't nobody give a damn we got to say whether we think they should make him or not.
Yeah.
Hey, that movie's going to make $100 million before it's over with.
Right.
And more.
And like I said, there's certain books that should not be messed with and certain books that need to be like the book. Like, I have to say this. I know it's old news, but like the Harry Potter book, the last one, they're making 2 films out of it just so they can include all the information. Now, make a half-hour Green Eggs and Ham movie.
But a half-hour Green Eggs and Ham movie ain't gonna make that much money. They need to release it in the theater. You're fired.
I know. I'm just.
You cannot work for Corey Coleman Productions anymore.
Oh God, sorry. Anyway, but really, make a half-hour Green Eggs and Ham, and then put another 45 minutes of what's your next favorite one?
Okay, I got you.
Whatever.
Don't nobody care what you got to
say. What's the one that Cyrus liked?
Cyrus likes anything. Okay. I don't know what the hell he likes anymore. So let's move on.
Okay.
All right. So, one of the things I want to bring up here that I actually made an agenda this week.
Really?
Yeah, I was
so prepared.
I was organized this week.
Ooh, Corey.
I never kept up with this, and I feel bad. But
Corey. Somebody
told us. Everybody's been telling me that we were one of the top runners in this Yahoo poll.
Yes.
What is this?
You haven't seen it?
No.
For best video uploads, I think is what the category we're at.
Really?
New video uploads.
Really?
Yeah. And for a while, we were like way, way ahead. And then some guy, I guess, got on the bandwagon and said, hey, Spill's beating me. And then all of a sudden they went.
Some punk ass.
Yeah, they went in and got ahead of it. I don't know. Where do we stand
Well, it's okay.
right now? Did we win?
No, it's already done. I was told that we got number 2.
We got 2.
Yes.
Yeah. See, and we were number 1 for a long, long time. And I guess we caused some ruffles because all of a sudden that other person went,
I will
Just
not
change.
take this from Spill.
I will not. Who are these Spill people?
But number 2 is not bad.
No, it's
for
good.
a site that hasn't even been out for a year. It's not bad at all. Officially been out for a year, that is.
Yeah.
Oh, there's some other good news. We were recently ranked, and I don't know how much it fluctuates, but Hitwise. I don't know if you know what Hitwise is.
Yes, I do.
Explain to the people
No,
what Hitwise is.
This, I have to tell you this. When you go on Google and you put Spill and then hit I Feel Lucky, Spill.com comes up.
I think even when you just go into Google and type in Spill comes up.
Yeah.
So
before it used to be like oil spill and something else spill.
Spill my seed.
Yeah, now Spill comes up as the very top thing.
No, and I want to commend all those guys in London. Andy, there's a guy in London named Andy and Paul.
Hi, Paul.
And Andy and I have like gone at each other's throats before. We've fought. We've been mad at each other, but Andy is on top of his game, man.
Getting you hits.
Yeah, well, Andy's one of the he's the designer. He's the main designer right now for the page, and that guy's on top of things, man.
Except
he knows what he's doing.
One thing.
And so as you can see, everything is optimized and it will popping up. But now you told me about my phone. Put that shit down. What are you doing?
Turned it off.
You turned it. Well, why are you looking at it?
Buzzing.
It's buzzing.
My phone was buzzing.
Edie just
pocket.
pulled his phone right out of her ass and looked at it. After she told me.
It was in my pocket. It was buzzing. I'm
it looked
sorry.
like you pulled out your ass.
God,
After you told me to cut my phone off,
I know.
my phone is way across the room where I can't even touch it.
I stopped it so you wouldn't hear the buzzing on the microphone. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's all right.
It's my cousin checking down on me to see if I'm just joking.
Your cousin, I'm pissed at him. You better leave your cousin out of this.
I'm just kidding.
Your cousin is the cause of you getting alcohol poisoning and being late here.
3 shots and that's it.
Now, what I was saying was we're ranking on Hitwise as number 33. It might have fluctuated.
I think we're higher now.
But when we first started out a few months ago, we were like 1,400.
Really?
We weren't bottom of the barrel. You had to like roll the barrel over and look underneath the barrel. I think even dig a little bit to get to us. and now I'm not saying it's going to stay there consistently, but we are moving up.
Yeah, and we have a lot of members too.
Yeah, no, it's on Hitwise, and Hitwise is. I'm new to all this. Hitwise it ranks major sites in certain categories, and as far as the category of entertainment sites, we're number. I think it was 36, between 36 and 32, and that put us higher over some major sites. I think we were right below Rotten Tomatoes, IMDb. I mean, we might have been higher than we were higher than we might have been higher than Yahoo and Box Office Mojo. Which these are sites that I go to all the time. Yeah, so that makes me feel, I'm not rubbing it in anybody's faces because we ain't millionaires or anything. No. But to be in that position is
no,
whoa.
But that's really good. And well, if you see the number of people that join the site every single day, I mean, we're getting like 100 people every 2 days.
Yeah, I don't want to, no, and people, this isn't a pat, this is not a pat on the back type thing.
This is a pat on the back to you guys.
No, thank you so much. It's a big thank you to all of you. And it's just to let you know, for all of you who've come to the site and wondered what direction it's taken, it's actually becoming sort of successful.
And listing us as your homepage, where it opens up every time you open up your computer. That's nice.
Yeah, we have a lot of work to do. There's a lot of stuff to be done. But
yeah, get my picture up there.
Shut up. It's all about you, Edie, isn't it?
Didn't you see my site? Yes, it's all about me.
Shut up.
I'm just kidding.
I
just have to harass you about that one.
I'm not listening to you. There's no harassment when I can't hear you. La 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 la.
I know. Hey, but you know what? Speaking of, though, we have a lot of, I have to say this real quick, and this is totally changing directions here, but I have to say, welcome to my girls. Did you see our club?
Well, good. Bring more women in.
Our group, our female group there, our official Spill Women's Club.
Good. Bring them in, Edie.
We have tons of members there. They're growing every day.
Good. Because, before it was like a party where.
It was a sausage fest.
Well, you come into the party and have you been to all the guys out there? Have you ever been invited to a party and you walk in and you say, man, where the hoes at? Okay, maybe not that, but where the girls, man? Where? And so,
and now you know where we're at.
And then you go to that one girl in the room, you say, hey, look, call your friends, get somebody over here. And that's what you do, Edie. Get the girls over here.
And that's right. I'm getting my girls
Get
together.
the ladies over, and then come talk to me when you get them on here. I need to speak to them.
No, I mean, it's our official
initiate
Soul Women's Club is open up to anybody who wants to join, but especially to my girls out there. I want them to have a place where they can voice their opinion, and I can let you know what's going on and what the women want.
I'm good.
I was surprised, though. I got one thing. I go, tell me what you want me to tell Corey, and they said, start reviewing porn.
Women?
That's from a girl. Yes.
Which girl is that?
I'm sorry. You'd have to ask me that. I can't remember who put it up. I haven't been on my computer.
You forget.
I think it was Hardcore. Hardcore, I think, is the one that put it up there.
Well,
she wants you to review porn.
You tell her to come talk to me personally.
Okay. Go talk to Corey personally about that.
Hey,
and he will be glad to watch the porn with you.
Of course.
And then do a review with you about it.
Of course, her name would be Hardcore. So. But, and the thing is that the first porn that we review would probably be ours. So, I'm talking about you and me.
Yeah, because that's ever going to happen.
You see that light over there, that red light flashing? The camera's going.
Did you see that site? The one of the groups. Speaking of groups, there's one that says, "I promise I'll never sleep with Corey." Or
that group's been up there forever, and half those girls broke that promise already. So I ain't got nothing to say. But this fucking estrogen fest you started with this group, I don't.
You brought it up to the thing, yeah.
Whatever. You fucking broads
I
out there.
No.
Shut up.
Speaking of the new group page, everything. I like the way it's set up now.
Well, one guy was pissed about the new layout.
You messed up my page though. I had to go back and redo all the little things.
I didn't mess up anything of yours, all right?
I had to reformat my page because then the things were not.
Okay, all right. Well,
right.
That's technical talk.
But I like it though.
No,
I think it looks great.
No, there's one guy, Matt Rosen, who just started a group saying, if it ain't broke, don't fucking fix it. I hate this page. And it's going to change a little bit more, actually, because a lot of these changes are out of our control. Another. We're paying to be on another platform, and that platform has a lot of control over how the page goes. Mm-hmm. We have some control over what we do, but it's about 50% goes to them.
Content-wise, you have the control.
Content-wise,
appearance-wise, they do.
I also want to thank Jamie. We have a new not content manager, but site manager, Jamie. I don't know if Jamie wants us to mention his name, but Jamie's been doing a real cool job at this. I mentioned Jamie's name one time before, and Jamie was like, "Oh man, you mentioned me. That's cool." So I mentioned it again, Jamie.
Hey, Jamie, I'll say hi to you too.
Get me some more money.
Me too.
Get you some money.
Get
period.
You some money. Period. Yeah.
Well, I just peaked right there. So, what do we got here on the agenda? Oh, okay. I want to talk about some of the news that the guys have been writing about, been blogging about.
Are there any more emails first, since we're there?
I'm going to get to the emails last.
Okay.
But one of the things that came up this week, and by the way, I'm going to start a group, speaking of women, I'll start a group called Corey Wants You to Fix Me Something to Eat. Shut up and get me something to eat. That's my group.
Yeah, you never have to.
Okay. For those who think that I'm being very sexist, mean, I'm being very insensitive to women, there was a story that came out this week.
About you?
Yeah, me. Yeah, about me. That's every week. And sensitive stories come out about me all the time. Who am I?
Is your feelings hurt?
Well, no, it's about Sarah Jessica Parker.
Oh.
I'm trying to find this right now.
I like her.
I do too, and I think this is going a little bit too far. I think this was mean. I don't know why. But she in I think it was FHM magazine. Mm-hmm. Oh, let me see.
That manly magazine.
Damn it! It's off the page where I saw it. I got to do a little digging here, Edie. People, okay. Be patient with me, please.
The basics of it. Sarah Jessica Parker, you might remember her from Sex and the City. You might remember
her. She ain't gone nowhere.
I know, but also she started off as the lead character in Square Pegs. For those of you who lived in the 80s, they remember that.
Half these kids don't know what the hell you're talking about.
When you bring that up, they can go back and they can Google and look at. They can watch episodes of it.
They don't want to see that shit. Oh, it was Maxim, not FHM. But let me read just a little bit here. Sarah Jessica Parker was devastated when she was voted the world's unsexiest woman by Maxim magazine in a reader's poll. And she said, "Do I have big boobs, Botox, and big lips? No. Do I fit some ideals and standards of some man writing in a man's magazine? Maybe not. And am I really the unsexiest woman in the world? Wow. And thanks to Leon for posting that.
I think she's pretty.
Man, let me tell you something. She might not look as I don't want
aesthetically pleasing as others.
I won't even say aesthetically pleasing. She has a unique look. She looks real to me.
Yeah.
Okay. And for all these guys, I'm just gonna tell you how it is. For all these guys who are writing her in as the most unsexiest woman in the world, writing in this fucking magazine, if she walked in a room or they met her in a bar, they'd be jumping over each other to sleep with her.
Oh yeah, hell
you
yeah, they
fuck
would.
Sarah Jessica Parker, because I know I would. Sarah Jessica Parker is fine to me.
She's so cute, though. I think she's adorable. She has that very unique girl next door look, but classy.
I just hate it that it's so men are full of shit. And women, I'm gonna tell you, I hate to put myself out there because even I am a little bit full of shit, but at least I'm more real than this. I would tell you that this is unfair. These men come on, and most of them are the fattest, ugliest man reading these magazines, and they're gonna sit up here and judge Sarah Jessica Parker, knowing that they would be so lucky to have her.
Yeah.
They would be lucky to have her look at them, and they would be lucky to have her look in their direction.
Yeah, I agree. And like I said, everyone is beautiful in their own way. There's something beautiful about everybody out there.
Okay, let's not go too far. That ain't true.
That's what I believe. I'm sorry, I might be too nice, but I do. I think there's something beautiful in everyone, whether it's not, because for every person out there, there's a match, and there might be what you might consider ugly, someone else might consider beautiful. Hey, Shrek, there you go.
Shrek was a fucking movie, a cartoon ogre.
But that ogre met another ogre, and they found each other beautiful, and that's what I'm saying. That everyone has something beautiful, and somebody will find something beautiful in every person.
Well, that's kind of cool to know because I woke up with some girls who look like ogres before, so I guess you kind of have a point. But maybe that's why I find Sarah Jessica Parker attractive. No, in all honesty here, and let me just get my words together. I think that kind of poll is unfair because, believe it or not, people, and I'm on my soapbox right now. My feet are a little dirty.
Amen. Hallelujah.
I need to get on my soapbox and wash my feet a little bit.
Praise the Lord.
Regardless of how shallow and callous I may come across in these reviews, that's sort of a persona. I really do think that women have enough problems with their self-image because of what we're putting out there in the media.
Yeah.
And to sit up here and say that a woman who, I don't care what you say, she's fairly attractive. Even if you don't like her face, she has a great body. And that's what paper bags are for. But no, really, I'm joking. I know, I can't help it. I can't help it. I'm not serious about anything, no matter how much I try to be. But I do think women have enough problems. And when we look at somebody like Sarah Jessica Parker, who, I'm sorry, she is attractive, okay?
Yeah, she's a beautiful girl.
She's not in all these movies playing an attractive woman that guys that like for no reason at all, okay? And for us to sit up there and judge her like that, first of all, it's not right as a poll. It's just mean.
I'm so proud of you, Corey.
Well, I'm true. I think it's just mean.
I'm very proud of you that you would say something like that.
But beyond that,
because most people think you're a sexist pig, and you're not.
Well, I am, but I can be fair sometimes. I mean, it doesn't change how I am. But no, I think it's a mean poll, no matter what, whether they did it with a guy or a girl. But when you get down to it, I think it's more detrimental to women. And now they're going to see this. They're going to think not even Sarah Jessica Parker is good enough. And now what they're going to do?
Who else was on that list? Do you know?
No, I don't know. I don't even care because that's bullshit. I mean, I'm a man. I love looking at pictures of women, but sometimes these man magazines and these blogs on the internet and everything, they can be so full of shit because it's so easy to judge behind the scenes somebody to make yourself feel better.
I know. Well, it was the whole thing like with Alicia Silverstone when they told her she was too fat for that Batman costume, whatever their Catwoman costume. Mm-hmm. She's not fat at all.
No, she's not fat.
I mean, it's just society as a whole. They do all this stuff. I mean, you see it every day. It's not right.
You as a woman, how do you feel about this poll?
I think it's stupid, but I wouldn't put anything into it because you know what? If someone doesn't like me, I don't care.
See, that's easy for you to say. You're a confident woman.
I mean, I don't care if someone doesn't like me. I mean, like, why don't you like me? That's your choice. And if you don't find me beautiful, well, that's their opinion. But I know who I am, and that's the thing with Sarah. I bet anything she probably knows who she is and doesn't. It might make her a little sad, but they're just saying she's not the sexiest woman. They're not saying she's not
No,
the ugliest woman.
She was voted the unsexiest, which in a way says ugly.
No, there's two totally different things.
But even then, what kind of message? If I was a father and I had a daughter, it would just make my job that much more important to let them know that you don't always be confident on what the media thinks about women.
Exactly. I mean, you have to believe in yourself, and you have to be able to look at yourself in the mirror, and that's a thing instilled, from when you're a child. Like my mom used to always tell me how beautiful I was, and I believed her.
Well, see, that's important.
No,
but
probably too much. But
I know it. Yeah,
but you do that with your children. You make them, have a strong self-esteem, and it doesn't matter what anyone else says about me because I'm not going to listen to them anyway. I know who I am. I am confident with who I am, and I don't let anyone else bother me.
That's great, Edie.
I know not everyone's like
that. The reality is that not everybody has that support that your parents gave.
And that's true.
And the majority of people, including myself to a certain extent, we're all very shallow. So
I'm not shallow though, but see,
that's
the thing. Yeah, but I'm not. I mean, I just don't care what other people's opinion of me is. Because I know who I am, and the only person that matters is me.
I know you said that, and I'm glad you feel that way. But there's a lot of girls out there who don't have that support, and they're going to be looking at this, and it's just going to make them feel even shittier than they probably already do. And that's a terrible thing to be put out there.
And I think it's awful.
I'm not saying we're the most responsible people on this site because we do a lot of sexist, racist jokes, who am I to tell anybody how to run their business? But I do think it should be. I would never
release anything.
No,
like that.
I would never put up a poll on this site asking people to vote on this actor or actress being the ugliest or sexiest person in the world. I might do it for a man before I did it to a woman, but I would never do that to a woman. No, I just wouldn't. It's wrong.
Yeah.
And what makes me even angry about it is that it really is a way for people to make themselves feel better about themselves and to take out their aggression on something that they can't have. There's a lot of guys who look at Sarah Jessica Parker and they're saying, well, shit, I'm sleeping with this fucking pig in here. I would be so lucky to get a girl like Sarah Jessica Parker. If I can't have that, I'm going to criticize it. So that's all I got to say.
Well, here's my 2 cents on that. All you women out there, go in the mirror, look at yourself, and just say, I'm beautiful, and I don't care what anyone else says. And don't put any thought into something like that because it doesn't matter. It's like a tabloid. It doesn't matter. And if you ever go thinking that it matters, that's when it starts to matter.
Okay. Well, wise words from Edie.
And that's what I mean, especially because there's a lot of little girls on this site. You're beautiful in your own way, and don't ever let anyone tell you you're not.
Hey.
Because everybody has beauty in them.
Well spoken, Edie. Look at.
Thank you.
A message brought to you by Edie. Hey, and while you're in the mirror,
the
girls.
More you know.
Yeah, that's right. And girls, while you're in the mirror, raise your top. Only if you're of age, though. Your Uncle Corey, I don't care what you look like. Raise your top. Yes. Oh, that girl right there. Yes, you are beautiful. And you need some implants, but you over there.
Corey.
Okay, I'm sorry.
That totally defeats.
I know that's
what
and you know
that's
me.
That's your boyness coming out.
I'm not serious.
No, I know, but honestly, don't ever let anyone tell you you're ugly. Don't ever let anyone tell you you can't do something. That's I'm on my soapbox now. No, seriously, always believe in yourself. And have the confidence to believe in yourself. And if you do, you can get anywhere in this world.
I believe the children
Look,
are
I invaded the boys' club.
Teach them well.
I believed in
Let
myself.
them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess. Keep talking.
Sexual chocolate. Sexual chocolate.
Because the greatest love of all is inside of me.
Corey.
I was told long ago. Okay.
You're going to make me cough here. I'm just kidding. No, I actually liked your singing. Here you go.
No, that was terrible.
Sexual chocolate.
See, now there was a poll for the worst singer in the world.
That's Corey.
I would be on that, but I would know that.
I've seen Corey.
I don't get my feelings hurt.
Okay, so what else is going on your agenda?
None of your goddamn business. No, let me see.
Whatever.
Let me see. What do we got going on here? All right.
Sarah Jessica Parker.
Okay.
See, he didn't give me his agenda before we started, or else I'd just move into the next one.
When I told you I was going to tell you a little story about when I went to see
Meet the Browns.
Meet the Browns.
Yes.
I saw it when I was up in New York, and there were no white people in the audience at all. None.
Are you
I
serious?
saw one.
Were you in Harlem?
I looked. No. I was down in Times Square.
Really? And there still weren't.
There were no. I think I saw one white person walk in and run right back out. Popcorn was flying everywhere. And I looked like 2 rows up, and I said, "Oh, there's one." And it was just a real bright dude with a bald head. So there were no black people in there. And of course, as I said in the review, I saw the ite in Negro Vision. The Negro sound system, Negro X. You had THX. I saw it in Negro X.
They were screaming in the background.
And they were talking through the whole movie. But it's okay. When you walk into a theater full of black people, you know what you're getting into.
Yeah.
That's it.
Kind of like, what was that movie that we saw that we couldn't hear because people were talking behind us? The Cat Williams, the one that just came out.
First Sunday?
First Sunday, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We had that in First Sunday. Everyone was talking around us.
No, it's a black movie. If you go into a black movie, I mean, unless it's the Barack Obama story or something. If it's a black comedy or black drama, it's going to be some black people, especially the women. Mm-hmm. You damn right, girl. I mean, women get mad. I'm scared of black women in these movies. I hide under the seat. I just listen to the movie. I don't watch it anymore. I
can totally see that, though. That would be funny. No, but, I haven't seen all of this movie yet.
Well, when I went to see it, as I said, Negro X, in full effect, everybody's talking. But there were moments where it died down and got quiet, especially after everybody just laughed, except for one guy in the theater. And I'm not lying about this. I'm not making up a story just to tell you this.
Not really.
No, I'm not. This has really happened. So it would be like this. The crowd would laugh. And you hear this guy, and this is how it went. We're like, oh God! There was
shut up.
No, there were about 5 times the guy was in there after it got quiet. Oh God!
And I was disgust or laughing.
Like he was having a good time because you could hear me. Oh God! And I was looking to see. I said maybe he's like having sex in his seat or something. Or maybe he's masturbating. I don't know. And I looked, and it was. Not only was he into the movie, but he had a whole styrofoam plate of food. He was.
Are you serious?
So
he brought in his own.
He brought in his own food. He brought in his own grub, and so either he was really loving his movie, or he cooked something that was really damn good.
He made some special brownies.
Oh God.
Good.
I mean, it was like when Harry Met Sally. I was like, I have what he's having. That was both of you talking about. Oh God! Like,
I was gonna say something, but I can't even say it.
Okay, it's probably best you do keep it.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
you want to whisper it to
fried
me?
Chicken?
See, I like the way you said. I can't say this. Black people love fried chicken, but I shouldn't say that. Edie, you full of shit.
I didn't mean it like that. I was joking with you. I was trying to be Cyrus for a second. Wasn't it? It's a fried chicken.
Right. You know you want to say that. All right, you got it on out there.
Just kidding.
No. You got it.
I have to give you a hard time.
Oh, let's see. What else are they blogging about? No more Fantastic Four movies.
Really?
I'm all behind that. Yeah, that's what the guy who played Johnny, whatever, the Human Torch, Johnny Storm said. Yeah. What else?
They'll just replace him with someone else. If he doesn't want to do it, they'll replace him with someone else to come out with a movie in a couple of years.
So whatever. This is all boring stuff. I don't want to read any of this news. What I do want to tell people about is that Cyrus and Leon are thinking about starting their own audio show. Well, this one will be called. What will it be called? The League of Extraordinarily Ordinary Gentlemen. And to make it different from this, they were planning on doing this anyway, but I would like for them to concentrate more on comic book stuff and superhero stuff and things of that nature, which is what their specialty is. And that's what they were going to do anyway. Yeah. So they just got to get it worked out. We're going to get everything
and then me and co-hosts are going to come up with a show called,
bullshit. No,
yeah. We're going to just come up with just a rant and rave stuff if co-hosts will do it. If I can boot him up and break into the Spill Studios late at night, I'm all for it.
Oh, this is what I want to talk about. Ian McKellen is going to be Gandalf in The Hobbit.
Really?
Yeah.
Sir Ian McKellen?
Yeah, I think yesterday he came out his official website.
See, that's going to be cool. I like The Hobbit.
I think
the best of all the movies.
No, I think Ian McKellen's website, Gay Wizards. He said that he's going.
That's not Harry Potter.
No, this is I don't know what the name. I guess it's IanMcKellen.com. But I think he announced on there that he's going to be returning as Gandalf. So this will tie all this in.
That'd be cool.
No, a lot of the fans were worried that they were going to make a movie that really wouldn't tie into the original Lord of the Rings series.
Well, see, the thing is with that, Gandalf was old throughout the whole series. So, even if he's old, it doesn't matter because it will look the same, even going backwards.
What the? Oh, are you talking about he's so old you can't even tell when he's young anymore?
No, I meant the character was always old.
Yeah.
It wasn't like he's playing like a 15-year-old Gandalf.
Oh, no.
He's playing an older Gandalf.
No, he didn't start out looking like Hugh Jackman or something and end up being Gandalf. So he can go backwards.
Yeah, he can go backwards. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. No, you're exactly right about that. And that's important.
Yes, it is.
Consistency.
Yes, it is. You have to do that.
That old motherfucker, ain't nothing you could do for him to make him look young. I mean, maybe you could dye his beard brown or something.
Yeah. But see, like The Hobbit was my favorite of all the books.
Wasn't that? That was my favorite book too.
That was my favorite one.
I love that book.
I liked it better than the rest of the series.
I read maybe it's because I was so young, because I read the Lord of the Rings trilogy I started when I was 11. It took me a while. I read through them till I was like 13 or 14, and I have to admit I was kind of bored by them.
That reading thing,
That reading thing. It took me a while.
Even back then, it was.
and the Hobbit went to look for a room, no ring. So it took me a while to get to the whole thing, but
I really like that one.
But The Hobbit, I read that when I was about 9 or 10, and I read that book probably twice because they had a picture book that was out with it.
Yeah.
There's a cartoon that came out, Rankin Bass. If anybody remembers that company, they did the old Rudolphs and whatnot. A lot of you kids probably don't remember that. You can see them on DVD now.
Yes, you can.
But go watch that cartoon of The Hobbit, man. It's not comprehensive because it doesn't put everything in the book in there.
No, but it's good.
It's good.
And I like that too. That's why I read the book, because we didn't have to read that book. Like a lot of schools now will have that as a book you have required reading. When I was in school, it wasn't required reading. And so, I didn't read it till later on, and
You can't read.
I read the subtitles to you in a movie.
Women can't read. Or they shouldn't read.
Anyway, so I read it as an older teenager, and I really enjoyed it. I thought I liked it the best. And then I read the other ones afterwards, and I was like, yeah, they're okay.
Really, all you kids out there I know they give you a lot of stuff to read in school, and a lot of it's dull and it's boring, but The Hobbit really is a great adventure. I would recommend that over the Lord of the Rings series.
Yes.
It's a great story.
And it was very well written. It's
a
great book.
It's just a grand adventure. I mean, to me, it's one of the epitomes of the quest. Yeah.
Yes.
And
if you don't like reading like Corey, go watch the cartoon.
Okay, I didn't read it. I saw the cartoon. I had the picture book with the record. That's back when they had records.
The records over the books.
Kids,
yeah.
There used to be these books that came with records, and you listen to the record, and every now and then they turn the page. If you're too stupid to turn on your own, they gave you a cue. And Bilbo went to boom, take a shit. Turn the page here to see Bilbo take a shit. So yeah,
I had one for Peter and the Wolf, of one of those things. I love that one.
That's stupid.
It was a good one. Hey, it was. I think was it Vincent Price or someone that read it?
Vincent Price read Peter and the Wolf?
Maybe was it Vincent Price? I know it was someone big. I haven't listened to it since I was a kid. But I know it was someone who's popular now. I can't remember it, but he did Peter and the Wolf.
And the wolf ate Peter. Into like Thriller.
How funny.
Okay. So let's go.
There's something I want to talk about.
What do you want to talk about before we get to emails?
Okay. I want to talk about this party thing.
Oh,
if
that's
we're
right.
really going to do it or not.
Edie, okay, you've been hyping all. I got a bone to pick with you right now because you've been rabble rousing people.
I want a party.
And I can't throw no parties out of the blue.
I know. No, I'm not talking about now. If you do read what I put in my groups, and well, no, you don't because you never go to my group.
Don't read your shit.
But in my group itself, I said, everyone tell all your friends. We need to get about 100,000 members, and then we can do a Spill Across America tour.
I tell you what, and this will be cause for celebration. What are we at now? We're 5,000 something members.
Yeah, almost 6,000 members.
This may take a little bit, and we'll see how it grows, but when we definitely reach 10,000 people, there will be a party.
There will? Yeah.
There will be a party. Hey, 10,000 people. You hear it from me now, and I'm going to get so in trouble for this, but
we're going to throw it in the Spill Studios.
My bosses are going to be like, what the fuck did you tell these people that for? But 10,000 members. If we can get 10,000 members in an ample amount of time, that would be good enough reason to throw a party.
I think so. You're more optimistic than I said. 100,000. I said that's what it was going to take.
What do you want to wait for 6 years or something?
We're going to be 70 years old.
We'll be ready then. Sure.
Let's talk about Jaws 58.
I mean, who knows? I mean, 100,000. If within a couple of years, it's not an impossibility.
Yeah, no, it's not.
But we're talking about a couple of years now. 10,000 members. If we
months,
tell your friends, tell your family, tell the dog. Say, "Habla español, yeehaw." No, if you can tell your friends and everybody get together and join up the site, we get 10,000 members. We're going to do a membership drive too. I don't know how it's going to happen, but we're going to give some good prizes away.
I think we should have a Spill Street team.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of those?
Well, go out in the street then.
No, seriously. Have you ever heard of?
I know what street teams are.
I think we need to get someone in every city to go and have their own street team and go outside the movie theater and just pass out flyers saying, "Here, go check out this site." That's
in the works. In the works somehow. We haven't thought of the logistics of it first.
T-shirts with with your face on it.
We're thinking about just getting crack whores in every city to work for cheap and wear our shirts and go around and pass them.
Well, all we have to do is go to Vegas for that.
No, those are the high price ones. We're talking about stone cold, nasty ass crackheads.
They pass out those flyers in Vegas.
Oh yeah, with the little
everything.
No,
I have the big spill face.
Speaking of which, for South by South, well, I'll touch on that in a little bit. But yeah, if we can get 10,000 members, now what I want to know is, this is worldwide, right? The site. So, what location would be good for everyone? I know that we have offices in New York and we have offices in London. Maybe we could throw two parties. I don't know.
I'm all for it. Just let me know ahead of time so I can get my cartoon.
But I mean, would LA be a good place to go? Where would people be willing to fly to? Would people come to Austin? Austin people come here for South by Southwest. Would we get some members who would actually fly here to Austin? I want. Let me know. We got a little while to go, but you tell me how you should go. You tell us.
Yeah,
how it should go.
I have it on my. You can go to my group page. I have if spilled through a party. Would you come? And I have two discussions started about.
You have two people on there too. I go.
No, actually, I've gotten a lot. And
one of them is you.
No, actually, I got a lot of responses on it.
Okay.
People asking.
Okay.
Go to my group page and then just let us know. Me and Corey will. I'll throw them to him and say, "Hey, look, these people go." But somebody also brought up a good point that I saw. There's a lot of kids on this site too.
No, there's tons of kids on this site. That's why I feel kind of bad when I come on here and talk like I do.
Yeah, but but they're like, yeah, we want to go. I'll ask my parents if we can go. Bring your family. Make it a family affair. Who cares,
it would be. Maybe it'll be like a big picnic. We'll have it outside, and it'll be
we'll show a movie or something.
Yeah, and then when the orgy starts, you kids got to go. So, no, maybe we can make it something for the kids early in the day, and maybe something for we just brainstorm. I don't know what we'll do.
I am a good party coordinator.
All I know is I'm about to get in trouble for making these promises. I didn't make any promises, but I'm throwing stuff out there.
We're not promising anything, but believe me, I've told Corey we need to throw something to customer appreciation type of
customer appreciation. I appreciate you people. You should appreciate me. You know what I do for you?
And the other thing I got asked a lot about is, are you ever going to come out with any spillware?
Yes, I am.
Okay, because I keep on getting questions about that.
I was working on it, and things have gotten so busy. I have to not only work on the site, but now I'm designing stuff for. I don't want to get. Look, nobody wants to hear all this, but busy. I'm not.
He is busy.
I'm not trying to hold back on anything because
Corey was up till 10 a.m. this morning working on the site.
I thought you were going to say he was up till 10 a.m. touching himself.
No, you were. I mean, I know that Corey's been doing a lot because he is one of our.
Okay, it's no big deal. Everybody knows I'm busy. I don't want you to brag about how busy I am or anything because it's just I have designed some stuff. It's on the way. It really is on the way, and I know I've been promising this over and over again. I thought I was at the brink of having them finished,
really?
And then something else would come up. So it is my fault. I have been promising stuff that I can't deliver.
This one is your fault, not mine.
Oh, who's going to blame you? No, it's your fault. If you hadn't been throwing up the other night and drunk.
Shut up. up. I was not throwing up.
You know what you did? I was designing those shirts when you called.
Oh, yeah, right.
And I had to talk you home, and I couldn't work on the shirts anymore.
I know,
so eat it
okay.
damn. You know.
Thank you for harassing me, Corey. Okay.
All right.
Anyway.
So
but that's besides the point. But okay, so eventually they will come out. That's all I want to say.
They will be there.
Okay.
They are on the way.
Okay, now let's get to some emails because I know we've been talking for a while.
Yeah. Well,
Any special email?
talking so much I can't breathe.
Did someone send you a love note?
Oh, of course. I can't read those though.
Oh.
Corey, I left my underwear at your house.
Please send them back.
Could you? I really need those panties back. My boyfriend will find out. No. Let me see here. There you go with that fucking phone again. Sorry. I told you.
I turned it off. I thought I turned it off completely.
Okay, here's a question that I'm asked a lot from people. And this is from Ace. And Ace says,
"Hi Ace, how are you doing?"
Edith says, "Hi. Is it possible for you to get up the audio for some of the older stuff, like Casino Royale or, heck, anything? I'm sure you've been asked this a million times, so I'm sorry if this is a rather annoying message." And no, it's not. And I thought this was leading into something else, but apparently I read it wrong. There are some older reviews that we've done that I have to go back and check on because the links are broken to them. Really? Casino Royale was actually the first review that we did for Spill when it started, back when Spill.
Is it in the same place that Bratz is?
No, it was before Bratz. It was when Spill unofficially launched. Casino Royale was the first test review that we put up, so that's probably why it's not up. But there's people also asking if we could do reviews for old movies.
Yeah.
70s and back.
I would be happy to do those.
Well,
I've seen a lot of movies in my time.
We've actually had a lot of people offer to do things. I mean, we're working this out. We can't assign anybody really anything at the moment because we're signing deals and whatnot right now. So it's not good to put anybody in a certain position yet.
Right.
But as soon as things get more leveraged out, that's one of the things we've talked about. But there's so many movies coming out.
I know. See, that's the problem there. That people don't understand. There's so many movies, and there's only 6 of us.
Yeah, there's only 6 of us, and really, in production, there's only there's only about 3 people.
Yeah, and it takes about 15 hours to do.
It
10,
varies.
4.
It varies.
A long time.
It takes a long time. So right now, resources are scarce, but we're becoming a little more flush. So we probably will be able to do some more stuff as we later on down the road.
As we go on.
It's a good suggestion, and we are listening.
Okay, email number 2.
If I can find it, what the hell I do with it?
Corey, did you mess up?
I did.
There it is.
Believe it or not, as hard as it is to believe that even I, Corey Coleman, the great immortal Corey Coleman,
lose a piece of paper.
It's a problem. It's not paper. It's on the computer here.
I know.
Threw me off.
Okay. So what's next?
This comes from Matt. I actually answered Matt personally, but
hi, Matt. How are you doing tonight?
But Matt is well, here I'll just read it. Matt says, "I'm in the 9th grade and I really enjoy films. I enjoy making films so much that this summer I'm going to the New York Film Academy. I know I can get good. Oh, I'm sorry. I know. Don't be like me and can't read. No, I know I can get good grades if I try, but I'm currently not doing all that well. I was just wondering if you got good grades in your high school and what you think I should do." And again, that's from Matt. I told Matt, everything comes with passion.
Yes.
And I'm not even bullshitting you. This is going to sound corny. And Matt, you already heard this because I wrote you back. But if you are passionate about what you want to do, everything's going to fall into place. You're going to do whatever it takes to get there.
Yeah.
If it's grades, you're going to do it. If you're in competition, you're going to do it. If you just like doing it, you're going to do it no matter if somebody wants you to do it or not. If you're not getting paid, you're going to do it.
Right. Looking, I mean.
Don't you say me. Don't use me as that. You've been bragging on me too much.
I'm not even going to talk about you, but I'm saying there's a lot of people out there that didn't get good grades that are very big filmmakers. Now, that's not saying don't get good grades. School is a very important thing to have, and it's really good to have that insight of an education behind you. I mean, I went to college. It's better to do that. And
I was in college too. Yeah.
It's better to concentrate on school and everything. But there's people like Quentin Tarantino out there who dropped out of junior high school, whatever, and he's still big, So if you don't fail But if you have something that you're very passionate about, it doesn't matter what happens.
Yeah.
You're going to do it. It doesn't matter.
I tell you what my biggest peeve is, Matt, and this is what I tell people. Just don't be a talker.
Yeah, be a doer.
Yeah, if you're going to sit up here and talk about, if you're the type of person that sits up there and talks about, I'm going to make this movie and it's been 3 years down the line, you haven't done it, then yeah, I think you have more to worry about there. But if you really want to do this, everything's going to fall into place. And if you're good, and especially with you being, you're probably 15 now, if you build that passion right now and you start making films and you do it productively as much as you can, by the time you're 18, 19, 20, you're going to be, if you do go to film school, you're going to be one of those people that's probably going to be heads above everybody else in the class.
Yeah, that's true. But don't forget, your education is very important, because if you go and talk to some executive and he looks at you and you can't even carry on a conversation with him because you don't have the education of an 8th grader, they're going to laugh at you. So you have to have that education too.
No, Matt, I would love to tell you, as an artist, you could probably get by without school and all that kind of stuff, but I got some dumbass friends, man. These niggas can't read. Some of these dudes out here, they were destined to work the bathroom at McDonald's. I mean, that's how they are. And they ain't going nowhere. So, of course, I'm going to tell you to concentrate on your education, but just stay passionate.
Find a way to find a happy medium between both of them.
Yeah. Just be creative, though. Keep going at it. If you want to talk about it, don't talk to me.
Talk to me.
I'm a loser. Don't listen to what I say.
I can read, so talk to me. Anyway, go ahead. What's the next thing?
This is from Russell. Russell says,
"Hi, Russell.
I love this. I forget to say hi. I'm the rude one here. You're so nice."
Oh.
Russell says, upon watching your review of the latest Tyler Perry movie,
this is the Tyler Perry review.
It made me pose a question to you. How do you feel about all these bad black movies that have come out lately? Do you think so I guess Russell's black too, do you think we don't give a shit anymore? Or are we just beginning to settle for these terrible movies because they are black movies? And Russell, I think, and you're Afro-Cuban, right? No, what are you again?
I'm Hispanic. Not that it matters.
Well, you're brown. Okay, so you could weigh on this a little bit.
I'm olive skin color. See?
Russell, that's a good point. We do settle for less a lot of times, I believe. I think that's changing, but we've been so. Damn, the computer cut off after an hour. It starts recording. So, Russell, where was I? Oh, yeah, black people is ignorant. No, it's no.
Did it get at the part I said about the roots and?
No, it got all that. I'm just saying that things are changing a little bit, but we've been so accustomed to. I believe, now this is my own theory, I think we've been so accustomed to seeing blaxploitation, that being...
hey, some of those movies are good.
No, some of them are good, but it's the thing that...
Back in the
70s? Back in the 70s and a little bit in the 80s. It was, but that's what we get the imagery of, because that's what's marketed. We market, Hollywood likes to market probably the most extreme images of us because that's what brings people in. And we like to excuse it by saying, oh, well, we're people who laugh at our own pain. We're people who we've learned to adjust to the stereotypes and make them our own. But it's also become a problem because we excuse something like Soul Plane, which is not laughing with ourselves anymore. We're laughing at ourselves, and everybody else is looking at us and laughing at us too.
Well, you know what? You guys aren't the only ones that are doing that.
What, you talking about?
Did you see Larry the Cable Guy? That's what I'm saying. But they do the same thing on several fronts. They do have those stereotypes.
White people can afford to have that though, because it's not. And believe me, I'm not trying to say I'm against white people or anything. No, it's white people. They have a wide range of representation in the media. Minorities have a very limited representation in the media.
Yeah.
So it's something that we really need to go back and look at, because I think that there's an element of self-loathing that we don't even recognize there. So I think that's why I'm not too hard on Tyler Perry movies.
No.
Because they might be with bad scripts, but we're finally bringing images of romance. We're finally bringing in messages of, as you say, of being strong. Of being responsible,
family values and stuff like that. Because a lot of his films, even the one, what was the one where the girl was getting beat up? Which Tyler Perry one was that?
Is that Diary of a Mad Black Woman?
Diary of a Mad Black Woman.
Man, that movie is so badly written, but I love that movie.
But you know what? It still showed strength, showed power. Even though she was getting beat up, she left, and that's a good image to have. You know, don't put up with crap anymore. And
it needs to get to a point where we see black couples in true romances, not in a comedic romance,
not like I Think I Love My Wife,
not in a turbulent romance or anything like that. We need to see serious
terms of endearment
between two black people. Yes, and that's something that if you really go back and look at, is very, very minimal in movies.
Yeah.
As of over the past 10 years. So
yeah, but there's a lot of movies out there that are good, like Color Purple.
Again,
Oprah Winfrey.
But it's a movie. You know what it does?
But it shows the other. It shows. But you can say the same thing with Spanish films. There's a lot of them out there that are so stereotypical.
Well, yeah, but again, you have Univision. You have much represent. You have a whole fucking country representing. Yeah, Russell, we have a lot of shitty movies coming out because that's what we as a people expect, and that's what we want to see. Something was buzzing, boy.
See, it wasn't only me.
It was my phone. No, my phone does this thing when it gets near the computer equipment. I just bought an iPhone. This phone it freaks out my equipment over here. Did you hear that? It was like the computer growled at the phone. It was like
it's a Chinese girl getting out.
It's a Chinese girl coming out to use my phone. I gotta call somebody.
Full circle there.
No, it's Russell. Just to wrap this up, I think it's getting better, but we as a people, it's up to us to produce better movies as well as educate Hollywood on what we want or what we need to see about ourselves.
And the way of doing that is not going to the film. If it's a bad film, don't go and see it. And then if they don't make the money, they're gonna stop making those films. I
wish that would happen. I don't see that happening anytime soon, but I do think you have more voices out there. Somebody like me who's doing this, and again, this is not blowing my own horn here, but this is why I did this mainly because years ago it was very limited voices out there, from people like me.
Yeah, or me.
Are you? Yeah, who were able to get these kind of opinions out there.
Yeah, it's true.
So I think the more you go along, you're gonna have people like me. You're gonna have people like Elvis Mitchell, who is a famous black critic and writer. And you're just going to have a lot of different representation from a lot of different people, even within the white community, disenfranchised people. You'll hear about. You're going to get a lot of different voices thanks to the new technology we have. God damn, that was long-winded. Anyway, and finally, there's an email from Sean Griffin. Sean, your email was so damn long. He's making a DVD. This guy, Sean Griffin. He wants to get certain people in the Spiel community to contribute and collaborate with him.
That's cool.
I'll pass it along. I'm not saying that you should do this. He's just asking, and I said I'd read it for him. And well, I'm not going to do it because it's too long. But send me a condensed email of this because what you sent me was a fucking magazine article. It was like a book. So, Sean, send me something shorter.
Send him something like Green Eggs and Ham.
Yeah.
100 words or less.
Sean Griffin, SHAWN Griffin, like Peter Griffin from the Family Guy. So go to his discussion group if you want to figure out what he's doing or look him up. And, Sean, I'll read it next week if you can wait that long.
Or you know what you should do, Sean? Go to the group for the writers on Spill. There's a group there that's the people who are writers. And go to that side, and maybe somebody there will read it for you and give you some.
No, don't do
feedback.
that. Half those people can't write. No,
actually, they're doing a contest on that group. Have you seen that?
Man, what are you guys doing out there?
They're doing a contest. They're giving you like a sentence, and you're supposed to come up with a story in 500 words or less.
Are people actually doing it?
Yeah.
Man, you spillers out there.
There's all sorts of things going on while you're over here working in the basement.
What's going on underfoot?
No, but seriously, they're doing a contest, and I read some of the stories. They were pretty cool. My name was in one of them. Yours wasn't.
Jeez, you motherfuckers might be building a bomb for all I know. I better check on you guys, see what you're doing.
Pretty soon there's going to be little things popping up that we don't know about.
Might be creating a Cloverfield monster or something. I don't know what the hell's going on.
And on a side note here, I want to tell you guys something. For everyone that wrote me emails, I am sorry I haven't responded to anybody, but there was a power surge at my house.
Well, damn, Edie, you pay your bills. Power surge. The power surge was that man come behind your house and flipping that switch.
Shut up. There's a power surge in my house, and I had it to one of those little strip things. It doesn't matter. Now it won't recognize my hard drive. So I'm having to go and fix that. If any of you computer savvy people out there have some information on how to fix that,
no, seriously. I think I know how to fix this.
Do you?
No, seriously. Does your phone work?
Yes, my phone works.
Okay, pick it up and dial the electric company and tell them you want to pay.
Shut up, whatever. It's not even anything like that. No, but for real, it's like my hard drive, it says does not recognize hard drive.
All right.
So if anyone knows how to fix that in a simple way.
Don't listen. Take your shit to the shop like everybody else.
It might be something so simple and save me $30. You guys,
So, no disrespect to anybody on this site, but you're going to get somebody telling you something, you're going to blow your shit up.
No, they like me. They don't like you. They like me. They won't be mean to me.
I'm nice to you and I'm trying to save you right now.
No,
I'm just telling you, you're going to get some advice. They're going to say, do this, and do this. You're going to cut the switch on, kaboom. Not only are you not going to have, you're not going. Not only will you be out of a computer, but you're going to be out of a house, maybe even a head.
No, I know people won't steer me wrong. I know you guys love me and you'll help me.
I love you.
I'm working on the laptop right now, but I need to get my desktop
get your ass
up
together
because that has all the dirt on there. It has the
all
Corey,
your pornography,
the Corey pictures, like blackmail pictures
that you look at every night before you go to bed.
All the blackmail pictures I have of him, I can show you guys someday.
Well, technically, they're blackmail just by me being in there. I am black and I am a male.
Oh, God.
If you couldn't tell already. I'm trying to prove it to you, Edie. So anyway, Edie, we got to get out of here.
Yeah, I know. We got to go. I got things to do.
Oh, man, you got things to do. I got things to do.
I know.
Had things to do last Tuesday.
I had things to do all day. I've been waiting on you all day. Hey, yeah, that's another thing you forget to mention to them.
What?
We were supposed to meet at 1 o'clock this afternoon.
Edie, I didn't get up until 3. Why? Because I didn't go to bed till like 10:30 this morning.
I know, and I did. I was calling him all day. I'm like, damn it, Corey, answer your phone.
Edie, one of the things, and I'm not saying I'm too busy for people, but if you don't catch me in that window of opportunity.
I know.
No, I didn't even say that. I can't even see the word opportunity. That's how much of it I don't have.
I know.
If you don't catch me in that window of opportunity, it's going to be, the schedule's just going to be thrown off.
And the good thing about with me and Corey, we have the most fucked up schedules. Excuse my language here, but we do.
How could you say that?
I know,
Edie, the children.
I know, I'm sorry.
What are you doing?
Please forgive me.
Drinking and now cussing?
We have the most messed up schedules. Us recording at 2 o'clock in the morning, with the exception of the neighbor, sometimes is normal.
I told you I had to go down to the basement to record sometimes.
I know. I was there.
That's right.
We're not in the basement today, obviously. The co-host is not here.
Yeah, exactly.
But I'm going to get together with him and see if he wants to start a little forum, talking thing.
All right, Edie. I had enough of you.
I know.
I don't want to hear you anymore.
I know.
All right, get your shit together. And
I'm out of
everybody, this has been a couple of cold ones this week with Corey and Edie. Next week, Carlisle will be sure to be back.
Is he coming back?
He's coming back. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, but our schedules have been weird, so.
Yeah, I understand. Easter, it happens.
Okay, you got your shit?
I got my.
Okay, get out.
I got my stuff.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone.
Now put your pants on outside of the house. I don't need you here no more. Go on.